Leger Channel podcast.
This is the lyrics that Six wrote. See, it's 2023. And I lost him, I think, I can't even remember what year now. It's been so many years. It was like before 2015. And I'm still grieving it. It took me a while to even begin it, to even start the process of it. I just suppressed that shit. That's the thing, is a lot of people go into denial first. There's stages of grief, and a lot of it is denial that you even actually really truly lost your friend. You don't want to believe it. You want to believe that you can just call them up, that you can see them, you can hear their voice again, that you can joke with them, you can hang out with them, and then it really hits you that it's never going to happen again in this lifetime. It's truly never going to happen. And you're like, man, they were so young. It's like when someone dies of old age, they've lived a long, happy life. It's like, okay, cool. Like, you can let that go easily, but when someone is like just starting their life and then they're gone, especially after they make an impact in years, that's like the worst. It's like, fuck, man. But anyway, the lyrics are: I sit and ponder your endless fire, difference between life and death, all the same. Send your lifeless liars and destroy the feelings of desire. Seeding from good comes evil and blackness. From within comes the fear of pointless prayers. I'm coming from inside. Show yourself. I'm the inner beauty, the savior of mysteries, haunting for centuries. You will know my meaning after life. That's the part that always gets me, him writing that shit. You will know my meaning after life. Like, what the fuck, bro? Nothing is as it seems. One step forward, two steps back, into the darkness. I dwell waiting for screams of failure, waiting to destroy your holy fathers. Cry for your selfish life. At the end of the darkest night, I hold your battered heart on my double-edged knife. Broken, beaten, tattered with sin, and burned from evil fires. No one will save you. You're mine, my desire. You're fighting for what you believe is right. I've come from your fears to say, hellish demons are the reason I've stayed to fight. You are mine until the clouds of sulfur beam, scourging lightning and coercive rains, and free your mind from the diminishing life. It wasn't finished. It was like his first rough draft. He didn't get to finish the song or finish editing the lyrics. So I just left them unedited. I didn't care that they were not perfect. It's like, fuck, man. Like, all my friends are dead. Like, all my best friends that truly have my back are all fucking dead. Even the most recent ones I made in the recent years are dead now. And I'm just like, hold the motherfucking frequency while I fucking cry my eyes out. Literally. But that's how you actually hold the frequency, though, is you gotta pull out the fucking wound, the pain, the fucking dagger. And as many times as I keep thinking I pulled out the dagger with losing my friends, man, it don't matter. I think that's like your grounding point right there. Like, you actually don't get to pull that dagger out. It's just like it just doesn't come out. Like, it just doesn't come out. I've been able to pull out like every other wound, man. With my friends, I'm just like, and they're on the other side just laughing. They're fucking like thinking this is funny because they're like, you're still in the video game, haha. Like, you're still in the dimension where you care that we're dead. And yet, they're always guiding from backstage. This is front stage. And they're backstage. God's front of house. Source's front of house. grateful that I'm still alive somehow. Like, oh man, for now. You know, it'll happen one day, some way. I have some other really good friends too. Their health is also like struggling so bad. It's like, I don't know how much longer they're gonna be here. I'm like, man, I feel like this is the shit I'm supposed to be dealing with when I'm like in old age. Like my friends are telling me about this shit. Like, not when you're like in your 20s and 30s. Like, just it's so weird. Can you imagine when you're a kid that you're not going to experience something like that? Especially repetitively. And I'm like, I think that's part of the reason too why I haven't like attempted to really make new friends too much. I'm just like, because I used to be like so good at just making friends and networking with people. Now like I usually keep a lot of people like at acquaintance level because I'm like, I don't want to get too close and too attached to people or experience too much. And then, but at the same time, it's like you miss out on life doing that too, so you can't do that either. So it's like, I try not to do that as well, but lately I've just been forced into like fucking hermit mode. And I'm like, maybe it's been needed for this last part of my fucking awakening, transformation, ascension, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Something's definitely been happening. I just like, download from fucking Patrick.
Patrick?
Bro, my friend Patrick I lost.
Oh. Do you need to say it now?
I mean, I could. I just like from both 6, and they're like, you know, we're both like hustlers. On the other side, what do you think we're doing on this side to help you out? What do you think is going on here? What do you think is really going on? What do you think we're really up to? You're good, dude. You're good. Be happy. I was like, I wasn't expecting that.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna get some water for the coffee.
hard as shit. I think I gotta fucking transmute. Holy fuck. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this. It's your twin flame. She helped bring this about. It's your twin flame. She helped bring this about. I have her to thank. Because we started talking about grief, and then I just started like talking about my understanding of grief, and then I started fucking actually expressing my own fucking grief. And pulling the fucking wounds out. And it hurts so bad I'm literally holding it back right now. Because I wasn't expecting to even like address it at all tonight. Whew.
Push, get out of here. Go. Go.
Imagine having the nickname Joshua Conscious and having your conscience taken out by someone poisoning you with fentanyl. Someone I was supposed to collaborate art with, that I was friends with. And we talked about our collaborations and we never got to get to it because that happened. Imagine being an underage kid going to underground parties. I became friends with this kid. He's like 18 and he's a photographer, amazing photographer, but I could see how the freaking underground rave dance music scene, I used to have a lot of respect for them until this shit happened with this kid who I didn't think should have been around there. And I had multiple in-depth conversations with him about being careful around that group of people. And I was actually trying to get him away from that crowd, and we had talked about him doing photography of my blacklight paintings. And he was a really good kid, but he was like lost and thought he found like a family, a scene, and I was like, okay, something's gonna happen to him. And he ended up overdosing before we had a chance to work together. I always feel extra responsible when I predict shit and I do everything I can, or I think I'm doing everything I can, but I look back and I think of all the things I could have done better. But everybody has choices, and the kid would, even though he's a kid, he's still at adult age. Like, but it's not old enough to be around those scenes and doing drugs and drinking alcohol. Like, I wouldn't let my own siblings at something like that. Why the fuck? I did not agree with him being there. Oh, he got to get into the parties because he's the photographer. That kind of bullshit. Like, you get in because you're the photographer, but then you're doing all the same shit everyone else is doing. You ain't just taking pictures. You're not sober. You know? Like, what the fuck? He just was fucking lost. He really liked my artwork though. He was always raving about it. He was so excited to take pictures of it. He made me more excited about my artwork. Dude, your hands inside the I saw it in my peripheral. It just like scared me. Because it looked like an object that were not hands. I was like, what is that? I was like, oh, they're his hands. Oh, man. Oh, man.
I think that's gonna work. Well, we've been recording, and got the camera set up now.
Sick.
So I guess this can be episode 1.
Start episode 1, me in tears. It's the only way to start out a podcast.
I mean, how else do you do it? Start out an episode
I mean,
1 with an emotional episode.
I ain't crying over spilled milk.
Spilled milk. You're pretty much off camera right there, I think. You don't have to be on camera if you don't want to be.
Cool. I'm not ready to be on camera.
Pretty sure I should double check that. Yeah, you're good.
Wait, are you recording or are you live?
Oh, I'm just recording it on the phone. I'm not live on anything.
Okay, cool. So we
I
can.
don't know if I want the pressure of being live.
Not
Maybe
now.
sometimes, but
Yeah.
I want it to just be like a relaxed recording style. I don't need like freaking internet people commenting.
Dude, I will deal with those people. I love trolls. Bring on the trolls, man.
That's fine.
I am a troller coaster. Dude, I was born in the internet age where trolling was invented. Like, I'm like master of troll generation. Like, literally, there's nothing that anyone could say that could offend me on the internet. I literally would just laugh. and be like, okay, that's the internet. But yeah, I like messing with people or joking with people. It's fun.
So we still don't have a name. We gotta figure that out.
Yeah. So I said when V was born because we thought we were gonna have a boy. And it took us like 3 days to figure it out. To decide on a name. So we combined Mom's first name and Josue's mom's first name to make one name.
I'm still on this. Oh, it's over. I guess I've been like, at least up to this point in my life, been pretty lucky in that way of not really having to deal with like a really sudden like death of somebody close to me or anything really. I mean, it's not like we didn't go through any losses, but nobody that was like a best friend to me or something like that, or a really close friend, or even immediate family member, really. I mean, we lost our grandparents, but like you said, it's different when somebody's lived a life and is dying, is dying in their old age versus just like being taken suddenly.
Yeah, every time I think I stop grieving, there's like a whole new like phase or something. I realized I just suppressed it and I didn't stop, or I in some cases didn't even start. And it's like when you lost so many people, how do you grieve one without grieving them all at the same time? You know, because you start thinking of one, and then you think of the other, and then the other, and the other, and then they all you see them all at once in your mind. You're just like, and now it's like it's become like a crowd. It's just like, wow, like this is it's actually kind of intense. I did not imagine that happening in life when I was young, for sure. And it's like, of course, we all gotta exit at some point.
Right.
But a lot of these people died in like some of the most strange, tragic ways. It's just like, what are the odds of that happening? I'm like, they're all angels now.
What's up?
Oh man, the floodgates are open. I can't even stop it now. Like I'm trying. I'm like, what the heck? Retrograde? Did we just move into now or something? Like that's how it feels. Damn. It was, my trigger point was when you said, in regards to what we were talking about, how it had been a long time that someone had been grieving someone, and I was like, I said the different ways that you can suppress grief and hold off on it and not express it and suppress it. And And how there's no time limit on how long it takes to grieve somebody. It was like in that moment I spoke that, it was like I was giving myself fucking permission. I was like, wait a minute. I'm doing that. Obviously. And then suddenly it was like my spirit was just like, release that shit. I got all my homies are dead playing in my head.
We can play it. We can connect it.
Oh man, there's so many different songs.
Oh, I can't connect to the Bluetooth.
My foot's asleep.
Phone's being used
I'll
as
get
the
up.
camera.
Sorry,
We need a
what?
separate phone for the camera next time. My phone's being used.
Oh yeah. I got like 3 phones, 2 laptops to work with. But I just need to sit here with this energy for a minute. I was not expecting this. Like, admitting out loud to anybody how much you miss your friends.
Alright.
That's a fucking wound right there. You don't even want to touch it. You don't want to look at it. You want to definitely pretend like that ain't there, even if that's the biggest fucking dagger making you bleed out every motherfucking day of your life, and you're trying to push on every motherfucking day, be the best human being you can, and be the best mom that you can, while you're fucking grieving like a motherfucker. That's... Holy shit. I can't stop this floodgate right now. I was not expecting this. But obviously this is what's gotta be released to go to the next stage of the journey. Can't fucking hold on to all that. But then, like I said, I'm like, I feel like I've pulled this stuff out before, but then again, even my friend said, he's like, I feel like every time you go to transmute your friends, you kind of skim over it. He's like, every single time. He's like, you won't go into the details. You won't go into the details of how, when, like, why, who is involved, like all the details. I'm like, I didn't know I needed to go into that detail. I'm like, that's how you really heal the wound. It's like if you were doing surgery and the surgeon like has to clean out your wound but only like cleans out part of it and doesn't clean out every little detail, then you could get an infection and that wound could actually get way worse than had you gone in there and got to every detail. And so I knew this subconsciously in the back of my mind. I think my higher self and God are like, yo, we can't wait anymore. They were just like, kicked me off that ledge out of nowhere just now. I'm like, what the fuck? I blame you and your twin flame.
Me and my twin flame.
Yeah, because she triggered this to happen, and like I even got to open up about a really good thing that happened in my life that I've been experiencing that, I mean, hasn't come to full fucking manifestation in 3D, but it's come to full blown manifestation in 5D, and I have not got to express that good thing. That's the thing about transmutation too, is sometimes you gotta transmute not being able to, like, the good things, like, in a sense, like, express those things, and if you have to hold the good things inside, that can be like a wound in itself, you know? So like, I blame you guys in like a really good way. I was not expecting that. Cause I was like, just because of your connection, and even like through like somehow both of us getting involved in doing like these readings, and both of us like reaching like a higher peak in like our awakening, and like both of us connecting with our twin flames, I'm like, the fuck is the universe lighting up a lot of in our face synchronicities? It's pretty much like, yeah, all this shit is real. It has to be fucking real. Like, how did we have completely separate experiences where we weren't influencing each other's like like we were in different ways, but like on a more like outer scale than like direct. Like we never talked about like what the connection you were experiencing and how freaking towerific it was.
Towerific.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All the tarot people out there,
Yeah.
like, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. So. For real though, like, and I'm like, and I'm having that too, and I'm just like, I didn't need any more signs. But then like, it was like, here's cherry on top. Your brother, waking up, having a similar experience. Now you can talk, now you can open up, now shit's happening. Someone has like goals, similar goals.
Yeah.
And like similar energy where you want to get away from chaos, which of course has to do with calming the inner chaos storm inside. But it's like, I think it's a simultaneous thing that happens where you're healing, reorganizing everything inside, and at the same time it's all happening on, reflecting on the outside as well. And this is like, I was not expecting this, but I was. That's the weird thing. I've envisioned all of this my whole freaking life. And this is just the start. Someone said that on Facebook today. Huh?
Said episode 1 of the whatever podcast.
Whatchamacallit podcast.
Podcast.
That was my favorite candy bar growing up.
Kind of
One
like
them.
something, maybe something underground, because you mentioned all the underground shit before, and we're like in a basement, in a fucking back cemented room. Feels very underground scene. I don't know.
I still like the upper room though.
The upper room.
The underground upper room.
The underground.
The upper room the underground upper room.
That's just confusing.
The upper underground.
Oh God. You're gonna get dizzy trying to search this up.
We're not the underground, we're the upper underground. We're the next level on the underground of the underground. I have no idea. I'm just throwing random things
Next
out there.
level, maybe?
No.
It's probably too
That's,
saturated.
yeah.
I don't know, we'll work on it. We'll have to figure it out before we put it up online, but
We don't have to. We could put up online and make a contest about helping us come up with a name.
yeah, I don't know. We'll
If
see
you
what
want it.
happens.
It's just an idea.
I feel like something will come to us.
Roxanne. Just name it Roxanne.
Roxanne. Roxanne would like that.
Yeah.
When you freaking Roxanne, the plant. We hit the plant the whole ass personality. Bad bitch Roxanne.
The Bad Bitch Roxanne podcast.
Nah. Roxanne
No.
can't be that spoiled of a freaking plant.
No. Maybe.
So
Maybe
we got
she
her own
is.
freaking hanging plant in her own window. Was about to put up her own freaking UV light. Although that would be cool with those other plants we got too. Those are really sick under UV light, I think. We got one that's a little bit less strong.
Yeah.
fuck it, we're doing it. I don't even care if there's dead space or anything. Fucking should see the first few episodes of the Joe Rogan podcast. Ended up being the most popular podcast anywhere. Well, just on the internet.
Yeah. Well, we started off with crying and grief, so I think we're getting somewhere already.
Yeah. Definitely getting somewhere. But, I mean, not so much people, but I've been doing a lot of some certain types of grieving this year.
Yeah, you can grieve the loss of things that, you know, experiences or things that you invested into, or just, there's so many different things you can grieve, not just people, loss of people.
Right, I don't want to like compare it to that, but just going through a lot of changes and adjustments. Although, that freaking led to us here now.
Yeah.
Starting episode 1.
We're here now.
Wanting to start a podcast for freaking ever. I've had the means of just.
Same here.
Hmm?
Same here.
Oh yeah.
That's why I've had this podcast mic for like, I don't know how many years now.
Right. Now we're finally using it.
Yeah. Finally happened. Timing, man. Saw the vision, I held on to it.
Right.
I didn't give up on it, otherwise I would have just given this thing away or sold it.
Let's see. Do you want to play different kind of music?
Yeah, go for it.
Fuck what I do. Okay. What song did you say you had stuck in your head?
All my friends are dead.
Oh, yeah.
I laugh in pain.
By who?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Lil Uzi Vert?
I don't remember.
Is it like a rap song?
I think so.
Fuck, are we allowed to play this? I don't think we're allowed to play this.
Probably not. We don't have to we don't have to play it.
That being said, I don't know if we're allowed to play all the lo-fi shit we just played. Fuck it,
Yeah.
it's just lo-fi music. They're not gonna tell. Nobody's gonna be able to
I don't know, is this part gonna be in the podcast? This conversation?
Copyright.
That you're like, no one's gonna be able to
I'll
tell.
edit this out.
It's like that video, how will anybody know? How will they know? How will they know?
Probably video.
How will they know?
Copyright safe playlist.
Because they admitted it in the podcast.
No copyright music. Let's see what that gets. 3 hours of lo-fi. No copyright. That's great. There. We're safe.
Yeah. All social networks.
I mean, it says no copyright in the description. That must mean it's no copyright. All those artists getting ripped off are like, hey, I didn't say that shit. It's just some random ass person that freaking made a YouTube channel.
I'll just make my own music. Or we'll both make our own music and then play that in the background.
Technically could. So except all my music is on the iPad that it's recording on.
What I'm saying though is like when you make the music, like you could send the file to a different device and then play it off that device. I've been playing my song off of Spotify. You can pull up personal files on Spotify and play them on there.
Oh yeah, I forgot I could probably log into my Spotify on here.
Probably. I'm not logged in on there.
You're not?
I'm logged in on this device and then another device that I have. If I want to play music, I usually just put on YouTube on here. I'm so excited, Joey.
I'm excited too.
I'm really happy. I never expected that my youngest brother would be on like such a similar wavelength as me out of like all our family members.
It's because I'm obviously the coolest.
Yeah. Like I said before, you're everybody's favorite. Ain't nobody afraid to say.
I try.
No, you don't. That's the best part. That's why you're everybody's favorite, is you don't actually try. You just are.
Do you have Spotify?
I don't know, you might download it. If you go to the, you might have to go to the, well, it might open up the store. But you could probably get it off the Windows Store.
Online too for now, so
Yeah,
I don't have to stay
true that.
online.
Gosh, every time I smell coffee, you mind if I make some? Cafe?
Oh, for sure. I listen to that too, especially during the podcast.
Joey,
What's up?
I'm eventually gonna have some extremely mind-blowing information to tell you today. Like part of the reason why I can keep my frequency high right now is because even though like my whole family's been through a lot, I've been through a lot, you've been through a lot of people we know have been through so much. The whole world has been through so much. Like I literally know without any doubt about the good things that are coming to everybody. I'm really excited about it all the time, despite all the pain. Dark magic. I really want to. I don't know if I should say this right now.
Right, remember we're recording.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know why I can't remember my freaking email password right
I never can either. I always reset them. I never even try to remember anymore.
now. Good lord. This one I normally don't reset, because I'm trying to remember what I set it to. Just trying to get into Spotify, man. Ugh, good lord. This is gonna be a process to figure out. I hate that shit. Just find something. See if I can just look up my account on here.
But so is your iPad connected to your iPhone then or something? Or is that why you can't use your iPhone?
No, it's just that I'm using my phone for the camera.
Oh, right.
If I had a different phone, which I want to do eventually, I can just use that one for the camera and then have my cell phone to use for whatever still,
Yeah.
even during the podcast.
I need to clear some space off my devices and then I'd be able to record on any of them too.
See, I keep forgetting the copyright thing. If we play it on the podcast, we may as well just keep what's playing unless I look for... Well, fuck, if it's on Spotify, it'll probably definitely have copyright shit. So I don't even know why I spent all that time trying to do that. Oh well. Something I gotta be mindful of, though. I don't know, you might be allowed to get away with a certain amount of time of the song. You can't just be playing fucking all the favorite bands I like off the...
Yeah.
And then try to monetize anything off my podcast, like...
No. Unless you want to, you know, go contact each one of those artists, get specific permission, and then they get specific royalties, or they could just decide, no, I don't want to do that. Which a lot of the rich and famous are going to probably be like, no, we're good. We don't need any more money.
Right.
Don't use us to... Contact Coldplay. They probably wouldn't care. Straight up.
I don't like Coldplay enough to listen to it for hours, though.
I'm not... I mean, there's other artists you could hit up, too. They're not the only ones.
We just play a bunch of music from like the 20s where after the copyright expires.
We're gonna play nothing but big band music.
20s vibe music. Great
I've looked that up. I literally will look up like every genre of music and then add lo-fi to the end of it. I've looked up that type of music.
I know there's a bunch of 20s lo-fi mixes.
Yep.
20s lo-fi.
Yeah.
No copyright.
Heck yes. Japanese lo-fi. I haven't listened to that in a while. I also like the, what is it, the samurai lo-fi?
Well, if it's from the 20s, it should already have no copyright. I feel like that's
Right.
fucking search. All songs, it's not very easy.
Oh gosh. You know what you're gonna do, Joey?
Why is it still burning both?
You gotta open a different window, I think. There's two different browsers open. There's Firefox and then this other one. Actually, this one is kind of funky. I would copy that link into the Firefox.
Well, both of them are Firefox.
They are?
I think.
No, that one's coming up there. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
You're right. Just,
This thing's funky because like everything that you click on is on that side, and then that's how you. It's like left click instead of right click on this thing. I think mom had it switched because she's left-handed.
she's freaking dyslexic or something. Just kidding.
She's left-handed.
That's not what dyslexic means anyway. 20s.
Oh, were you gonna do the?
Is that
That's what. Yeah. We were lovers before we were even born in this world.
Oh yeah. conversation a little bit, I think. Been taking around with all this setup. Which is okay. I was like, still fucking Joe Rogan. I went back to listen to his stuff from the beginning, and like, even like 100 episodes in, they're dicking around with the technical difficulties and shit. Granted, he had his posted live even from the start, so they had extra shit to deal with.
What is the camera view angle? Like what?
If you're standing there, you're on camera.
Like standing right here? I'm on camera?
Yeah, because it catches the edge. I have it wide view, so it catches the edge of, it can read like the where words fail, music speaks.
Okay. So I'm just gonna clean up all this shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say vibe up the room. Fuck. A champion? It's like a succulent. I love this dude. You inspire me. You inspire me. No, you're not. And you know what? Good job, because we found you. And now you're going to go in the ground. I thought I could reroute all this. I actually
I had like a little bit of moss. Probably retain a little tiny bit of moisture.
yeah.
Help dry even whatever moisture is in the room. Just like hanging on. So if I get upset and scrub the just like all the moisture in the leaves.
What if I want to bring it back? I was like, what if we put these and have them hang outside of Roxanne?
That would be sick.
Like the ones that have roots, you could probably already stick in there if it's moist enough.
That'd be so cool.
Look at you, Roxanne, getting spoiled again. You're like, you want to bet? I'm about to manifest some more shit for myself. Thinking I can't have that much dictatorship over your life.
Sad. I just can't have a podcast name.
She's like, we'll see about that. We'll see.
Oh fuck, I fucking forgot to blow that out. It burned up like half of it.
When you can't, oh, I've done that. When you can't think of anything else, man, it's gonna be me. Yeah, that one's got a root and dirt comes in.
Sweet. That's why I freaking lost it so long.
Yeah, this is why it's important to remember your roots.
So long though.
Get it really down in there. You could trim them too. They'll just keep growing. They're like, these little guys are like hair. Oh my god, it looks pretty. What a nice little accent.
Happy Roxanne.
She's like, we're getting there. How about that podcast, baby? Play Roxanne at the beginning of every show.
Roxanne.
We'd have to get rights to that Roxanne. You better start shelling out the dough if you want that song.
We'll just have to do a gag episode where we pretend it's been the name of the episode the whole time. And we make it all about Roxanne.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. You gotta do that with like weave it around the other side. That's smart.
There we go.
Hell yeah, Joey. Look at you feng shuiing out. That one's got a little root on it. A root is a root. Yep.
I'm gonna get a little bit of water in here.
So Roxanne just took over the podcast.
Yeah, she did. Really freaking bad. It's fucking amazing.
Good job holding out, plants. You've been in there a while, like a couple of weeks or something.
See, this is a whole ass fucking vibe. This is like a whole ass fucking display. If I can like sell that for like 60 instead of fucking
I was
they were like
literally just
rooted in
thinking
there
that like
and
2
like
seconds ago.
set
That's insane. Let's do it. Let's make it happen, Captain.
I saw somebody I was driving today. I saw somebody that had a bunch of flower pots and right in the front of their freaking house, all over their front. Like they were growing it, like they were gonna sell them. Like really pretty big flowers too. So they look similar to hibiscus, but they look different. Like different kind of plants. They're like big, tall stalks. Sticking way out.
These will start flourishing and it'll look even better. Shit. Maybe you want to grab even some more outside.
I don't think we need any more.
Yeah.
Already got a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks really good. All kinds of little magical things happening everywhere.
That's on one camera. It's a capture subscribe.
Back up for a second. That up.
Yeah.
These ones will have to regrow their roots, but I think they will easily.
I think we got enough in there.
Well,
Do you?
it's just a little bit more. Even if you just stick them in the top and flop them over the top part.
These are short enough. I can see them right.
This is a super little guy, but it's got a big ass root on it. Stick that little one right in the middle. Maybe not right in the middle.
Put soil on top of it. Over this in there. Still have a bunch of pockets for this.
The little guy has a big root on it.
Good stuff. should like settle all those roots in there.